Member for Parliament, Nyaribari, Masaba, and a member of the Orange Democratic Movement Party. First, I want to pass my condolences to the families and the relatives of those dear children that we lost in the demonstrations that took place on Tuesday. I also want to thank the young people who came out to make their voices heard. I want to thank the President for ultimately listening to the people's voice and doing the right thing. But more than that, I want to state here that as elected leaders, we are the problem. And I want to ask the President to immediately dissolve the National Assembly and call for elections within 90 days. I know people will argue that there is no IEBC, but remember, we are party to many international treaties. We can ask the AU, that is African Union, the East African Community, or the UN, send 9 commissioners to oversee the elections. The first point will be to update the voter register within 30 days, and thereafter conduct fresh elections. Members of Parliament who served barely 2 years can be compensated on their remaining term. It is not tenable that we can go back to that house which has been desecrated. And remember, Article 1 of our Constitution talks about the power belonging to the people, and that we as elected members only exercise it on their behalf. What we saw on Tuesday is that the public came to take back their power, and it is time we called a spade a spade. I want to ask Kenyans not to allow their members of Parliament to go back to Parliament, even myself included. Yesterday, I saw the President reading a statement, and the Deputy reading a statement a few minutes later. 2 statements that seemed to come from different arms of government. It is my considered view that the government has failed in its duties to protect Kenyans. Further than that, we're asking the President to immediately reconstitute his cabinet and get competent people, and I say competent people, to work for him. Lastly, I'm asking Kenyans and all those young people who came out to demonstrate to ensure that no member of Parliament goes back to Parliament until we go for fresh and new election.